Is the Nashville Minority Business Center, and we're talking to the executive director of the Nashville Minority Business Center, Ms. Marilyn Robinson. Ms. Robinson, let me continue our conversation from the first segment by having you to give us some information relative to the Nashville Minority Business Center and some of the partnerships that you have and some of the other activities that you're involved in that will bring others into the center.
Well, one program that we're really excited about is the Telecommunications Assistance Program. This was a fund that was created back in 1996 when they deregulated telecommunications. Several members, the leadership for the Black Caucus, the state legislators, were able to convince the major players like the Sprints, the Bell Souths, the MCIs, to offer a source of funding for small firms trying to get into telecommunications. And they leveraged that fund at $10 million. It's a loan guarantee program, but which means that you have to get a bank to participate. The beauty in it is that for the banks, they have minimal exposure. Say if you need $500,000, the fund will guarantee up to $400,000. So the bank's exposure is only $100,000. There, Representative Henry Brooks is very much interested in that, and she sponsored a bill during this first part of the session in January where we could use that money for other purposes. So we're really excited about that. We're working with Senator Dixon, and we're going to try to get with Senator Henry and Senator Cooper, some of the other, Senator Ashley, and see if we can expand this loan guarantee program so that we can offer opportunities for other businesses that need access to capital. Outside of telecommunications. Simply because the industry is different now and the times are different. We have, I would say, about $7 million available in that fund, and if we look at the interest, probably close to $10 to $11 million. So we're really excited about it, and we'll try to keep the public informed as we move along, and hopefully we can get that passed by May of this year. Other partnerships we have, of course, is with our commercial banks. AmSouth invested $500,000 in this one fund, and we have to pay them back, though. We have to pay them back.
It's not a grant.
No, it's not a grant. It's a loan. So, but we have very attractive terms. We borrowed the money at 2%, and our terms are very long too. We have some of our deals we have up to about 10 years to mature. So we're really excited about that, and they're giving us an opportunity to really get a firm footing to get this money out on the streets, create some jobs, you know, help these companies grow. AmSouth SunTrust invested $400,000. We have a public sector partner, MDHA. They have invested $375,000 over a 3-year term. And then practically all the banks, Union Planners, the Bank of Nashville, South Trust Bank, and I know I should have, you always forget somebody.
And I can certainly understand that. But essentially what you're saying is that the commercial banks are buying in to some of the activities that you're involved in terms of trying to create a source to support some of these businesses.
Exactly, because you know their underwriting criteria may not be as liberal. I mean, they have the FDIC and they have the Office of the Comptroller of the Treasury. They have certain guidelines they have to meet, and then they have, of course, their stockholders. You know, and for business is risky, and you know they're not really in the venture capital business. You know, so. These alternative funds are really important now, and this is what we have now. We have a designation with the Treasury Department as a community development entity, and the office, no, it's President Clinton, I'm sorry, during his tenure as president, saw the need for alternative funding, and he developed the Community Development Financial Institutions, and that's where you get your designation from. So there are entities all over the United States that offer alternative funding for small and minority businesses, targeting low and moderate income areas, because you know it's a lot of blight and a lot of people need jobs in that area, so they want to encourage businesses to locate in those areas where it's a wealth of talent and can have a large labor pool and stimulate economic development in that area.
You've been involved dealing with minority businesses for a long time, and let's see if you can make an assessment. What would you say in terms of dealing with minority businesses would be the greatest challenge that a business person, a minority business person, has to face?
One of the greatest challenges is, of course, having access to the market.
Yes, one.
You know, it's really, do you have a customer and do you have financing? And having access to markets is critical. I know recently Governor Bredesen announced that he was creating an office to assist companies in getting through the maze and facilitating procurement opportunities within state government. And I think that's excellent. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's well overdue. Gwendolyn Davis is the Commissioner for General Services. She has an extensive background in minority business development, and I'm just happy that the governor supported her, and I understand that she'll be able to hire staff, and they will be able to know exactly where the transportation dollars are, where the capital projects management dollars are, where all of the major buying installations. There will be someone there that can help a small business owner get through the maze and just facilitate contracting and procurement. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing.
And it's a difficult thing to be a business person now, whether you're a minority or majority. It's just difficult to deal now, specifically when we have such a tight economy.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But people are still spending money. You just have to make sure.
Got to find that market.
Exactly. Yeah, money is still flowing, but you just need to go where the money is being spent.
Very good. And of course, we're getting ready for our second commercial break here, Ms. Robinson, after which we'll come back and we'll have about 6 minutes. It'll give you an opportunity to talk about some of the future plans that you have and some of the other things that we've not had an opportunity to talk about. But I think this is essentially what we're trying to do. You've indicated that for the most part there's been a de-emphasis that has been placed upon these minority business centers, the cutback and et cetera. But I think that now it might be a time, as you've indicated, it's about time that something else can be done. Of course, we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. We're talking to Ms. Marilyn Robinson.